Hello, I'm Jay Jackson. Welcome to WineNewsNoir.com. Thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing on YouTube. It's a back-to-back win for 1010 Wine and Events. The Inglewood Wine Bar is back on top of the USA Today Best Wine Bar list, but it's more than a win for just the wine bar.
This is where the South Blanc is.
Leslie Jones has a couple of reasons to be celebrating. She's about to have her first child, a baby girl, and the wine bar she and her sister owns, 1010 Wine and Events in Inglewood, California, was just named USA Today's Best Wine Bar in America for the second year in a row.
We're super excited. I mean, I think that, when it's the first time, it's like, okay, maybe we were just a little lucky, but for it to happen again, it really means that people all over the country support what we're doing here, especially our local community. Everybody really dialed in and voted for us again this year. So, I mean, it's awesome to do it 2 years in a row.
Opened in 2021, 1010 has gained a national reputation for featuring mostly Black-owned and women-owned wine brands. Jones says when she and her sister Lee started, the goal was to shine some light on a part of the wine industry, Black winemakers, who make up around 1% of the market.
We've always said from day one, the reason why we opened up 1010 was really to push these Black-owned wine brands further along. So to be able to do that on a national stage for a second year in a row, we're just super grateful.
Since the first win, a lot has changed, says Jones. Obviously the baby, and they've added their own brand, a fruity cab, and soon to add a Sauvignon Blanc. Jones says topping the list has added something else, new faces.
I mean, we definitely had people from all over the country that came in and said that they saw us on USA Today, and that's why they came to check us out. And we're just hoping that that continues this year and that more people are able to experience the 1010 brand and may not even be right here in LA. We might, go a couple other places, but we're excited that, we're now branded 2 years in a row, #1 wine bar in the country, because it does put some validity behind what we're doing.
And a program note here, Miss Jones was not pouring the wine for herself. It was for her sister, who was off camera. Chapter 11 bankruptcy, Rogue Valley, Sonoma Coast sadness. Here are the top stories for this month's Wine in a Minute. Distributor RNDC initiated a voluntary Chapter 11 process to explore potential sale transactions in court and implement an orderly wind down of remaining operations. National Distributing Company, Inc. is not part of the filing of the company's joint ventures. Only the Alaska venture is included, while those in New York, Illinois, Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, and Kentucky are excluded. Oregon's Rogue Valley AVA was voted Best Wine Region in America for 2026. With more than 80 wineries, the diverse region is known for supporting up to 70 different varietals, ranging from Chardonnay to Pinot Noir to Rhone and Bordeaux varietals. The AVA ranked second last year in the annual USA Today 10 Best list. David Hirsch, who helped establish California's Sonoma Coast as a great wine-producing region by being among its first grape growers, died late last month in Santa Rosa at 81. Though not the first to plant there, his vineyard, encompassing 77 acres of Pinot Noir and Chardonnay across over 24 blocks on a 1,000-plus acre property, inspired young, gifted producers. And finally, the month of August is special to vineyard workers and winemakers north of the equator. It's what they've been waiting for all year, and one award-winning winemaker says 2026 has been worth the wait. It's August, and that means thousands of winemakers and vineyard workers north of the equator are ready for harvest. That is, if they're growing certain grapes.
Pinot Sauv Blanc.
Dennis McCarter is the founder of the award-winning McCarter Cellars. He says he's seen exactly what he wants to see in Sonoma, Russian River Valley, and Rockpile AVAs.
We had a beautiful, beautiful March. March was a very unusual time, as it felt like spring. You're like, whoa, I can wear a tank top. I can go out. It's supposed to be winter time. And it woke up the vines, and the vines like, hey, how's it going? And then before you know it was bud break. And so and then we start having flowering. And so this is going to be an early season. I think it's going to be a great season for grapes.
This is McCarter's fourth harvest. He says this year, Mother Nature is moving faster than in years past.
We had an early bud break, and during that time frame, there was also rains that followed, which caused some shatter. Shatters when the buds flower, either from wind or rain. Not all of the flowers will get fertilized, and then what you end up is these clusters that aren't really complete. You have like chicks and hens, they call it. So you have these big berries and really tiny berries. And so it's going to be a small yield year, but the quality is still going to be good.
As for the 2026 harvest, McCarter says this year is a winner.
2026 is going to be something that should put a smile in anyone's face. If someone picks up a bottle and say, "Oh, 2026, that's a good year," and so that's something we can look at.
All right, looking forward to that. And that's going to do it for this episode of WineNewsNoir.com. Please remember to support our sponsors on our website. Once again, thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing on YouTube. I'm Jay Jackson. Cheers.